It's cracking Ahat. You know what we doing? We getting it cracking right after this 5-year anniversary.
Right.
A lot of cats came out for the 5-year anniversary, showed love to Ahat. A lot of good battles that went down.
Shout out to OD for putting it together, giving guys once again opportunity to showcase their talent. Shout out Norb, flying all the way out from New York to show love. Bring that URL representation out here to Ahat. That was a good look. You know, man, shout out to my man Teddy Franchise, the whole NBC team that came through. Shout out Sky-Fi. You know, we got special guests in the house. Shout out John Sideboy. You know, it was
shout out all the members of Ahat Cali that came out.
Yeah.
Shy Dog,
Right.
Diesel put on the show.
Right.
And surprise battle that happened with the boy Cali Boy Smooth.
Shout out Cali Boy Smooth.
Cali Boy Smooth came through, played the whole weekend with us. We were all over the strip. We were getting it in.
Right.
What we're going to do right now is we're going to break down this recap of what happened at the 5-year anniversary. So we're going to break it down like this. So we're going to go from beginning to end. There was a lot of good tryouts. Some tryout pieces. Some people might make it. Some people might not. We don't know what's going on yet. OD has to review the footage. But first battle of the night was Emerson Kennedy, EK Season versus Diesel the Perv from Cali.
Yeah.
Crazy battle.
Crazy.
Oh, we got my boy Jones. Crazy ass battle. Diesel came through with that energy. Was punching through walls. Motherfucker was like the Incredible Hulk.
Right.
Jumped in the ring, just going crazy. And it was Emerson Kennedy was standing back and like throwing them bars at him. It was an epic battle.
That was a good battle. You know, Emerson, he almost stepped up his little presence, little performance this time. You know, he has great punches, but he didn't have the same energy and crowd control and presence as Diesel brought. And it's not like Diesel only brought presence, like with all the he
brought bars.
He had bars. You know what I'm saying? He had some shit.
I think it was by far Diesel's best performance yet.
Yeah, definitely.
He brought the bars. He brought the energy. He had the crowd going. And he was giving it to him. Emerson Kennedy stepped his up a little bit, and he was giving these crazy ass bars. But
Diesel had this old OD Garfield.
Yeah. That John Arbuckle shit.
Yeah, he had some shit. Diesel had some shit. Kennedy had some bars.
Yeah, it was fire. I would say.
Some shit
I could say this could go.
I'll bucket on your head like how Africans carry.
Africans carry water.
I'll bucket on your head like how Africans carry water. Like, hit niggas, 4 niggas in that tub like Cool Running. Like, yo, Kennedy got bars. Diesel brought bars. Diesel always, to me, he always has the first great 2 rounds, and then he kind of
his third round
tones it down every third round. Like, he doesn't. I'm not gonna say every, but this is two through battles in a row where his third round wasn't as on par with his first 2.
And you can see like the energy that he was bringing in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, also had that slight stumble in the third round.
Yeah, and then he dropped a little bit. He started to lose his voice because he was going pretty hard.
Yeah.
But third round had to be EK's craziest round.
Right.
So this could be debatable 2-1 either way. Like
2-1 either way. You can't be mad at it.
You can't be mad at it.
I'd call it a tie, personally. I mean, I'd call it a tie. You can't really.
I'll say Diesel 1, Ty 2nd, EK 3rd, so fucking draw.
I agree.
So, what did you think about that, Jonesy?
Oh man, it was a great battle, man. But my boy Diesel came out and did his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Diesel, man. He's a cool ass nigga, man.
Right. You wanna go to the next battle?
It's the same thing, but you know, I'm not gonna. I don't know. Like,
We're going to the next battle.
It could go either way.
So the next battle of the night was Shy Dog versus Trigger. Shy Dog, Ahat Cali came through. Trigger, big homie came through. And man, what was that? I don't know how these rounds were set up. But it was like, I would say it was like 90-second 1, 90-second 2, and like 45 minutes third.
No, but it turned into an hour each round.
At one point, Shy Dog was rapping so fucking long that he just looked over at Trigger and said, "Hey, do you want to go yet?" And Trigger was like, "Yeah, I'll go," but like, and then he rapped for the same amount of time. It was freaking crazy.
With this battle, all 3 rounds, Shy Dog punched and schemed and set up, punch, scheme, set up, punch. Trigger, I don't know, man. Trigger just really didn't show up. He had a couple nice lines. I can't down talk this man's performance, but he did not really. It wasn't the best Trigger that he could have been. And I right now I got it. Shy Dog 3-0.
Shout out 3-0. I don't know. In the third round, I just got kind of bored. Like, everybody was rapping forever. My ear started to hurt. I didn't want to hear battles. It was crazy, but I don't know how. I can't judge this one at all.
I got Shy Dog 3-0.
So I'll go with the consensus.
And shout out Shy Dog. You know, that's going to be my opponent at the Ahat Cali versus Ahat Vegas event. Me and Shy Dog are going to put on a great show. I'm going to kill you. The shit that I got for you, my nigga, is, I'm stepping it up every battle. Every battle, you're going to see me go crazier and crazier and crazier. Yeah. Shy Dog, I hope you in the pad and you're in the dungeon, you're writing some shit right now and you're doing the seance, because you're going to need help from the underworld.
Chickens.
Yeah, you're going to need help from the spirits to stand in front of these bars that I got.
He's on his Ouija board.
Right. I'm not just talking shit. Like,
He got Edgar Allan Poe and William Shakespeare on the line.
I hope. Because I got some shit for you.
Some help with this battle.
I got some shit for you. But anyway.
Alright, so next battle wasn't even on the fucking card. Everybody who was on the card that didn't show up, what the fuck? This is 5-year anniversary. We were supposed to have this crazy ass event.
I was let down. There were a couple battles that did not go down due to the fact that the MCs didn't show up. And this was very disheartening to me. I was let down. Like I said, I'm a fan of this as much as I am a participant. And I would like to have seen those battles go down. And for whatever reason you guys didn't show up, it's unacceptable. If you weren't dead or in jail, then anything else is unacceptable.
Shout out to Brew, who was in jail.
Right. Damn, this thing got arrested after the venue.
Like right when he was pulling in.
This thing got arrested going to the battle. Anyway, shout out Brew, man. Damn. But anyway, that's the thing. Not just with this league, but with all leagues. If you are scheduled to be at a battle and you don't show up, that is disrespectful to your opponent, your fans, the promoters, everyone who wanted to see it. That's disrespectful to the art and the culture. If you're not dead or in jail, you should be at that battle. I don't care if you got to walk from another city to get to this battle. You got to hitchhike. A lot of people say, oh, I didn't have the money to get out there, and I was sick, my baby mama check didn't come, and she didn't get me out there. Like, nigga, shut up. All this shit you talking about in your raps, all you hustling and you blocking, but you can't get to a battle, shut the fuck up. So anyway, speaking of that
segment that segment come later.
Yeah, that brings me to this.
And we had a whole bunch of fucked up shit going on that night. You know, we got people stabbing people in the eye with
You
keys.
motherfucker.
And, my pops caught a heart attack.
Damn.
On some real shit, for real. My pops got a heart attack that night, like for real.
Yeah, CB didn't show up to battle Scheme, and that was a $400 money battle. Scheme felt he was cheated out of $400 because he was gonna attack CB, and he didn't show up for whatever reason. So if you wanna, call me or let me know what happened, then explain yourself. But other than that, right now you're in the shit cell. But anyway, we made up for that lost battle. Scheme versus CB with Cali Boy Smooth versus Scheme. It wasn't on the card. We just put it together because CB didn't show up, and we put it together, and it turned out to be a classic.
Fucking
classic.
Possibly battle of the night.
Yeah.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Yes, it was. Shout out to Cali Boy Smooth for even taking the battle on short notice.
Took it like a G.
Shout out to Scheme. Shout out to Scheme for being such an MC that even though his opponent didn't show up, he still wanted to battle. Like he had that energy in him. Like, I don't care who it is. I just need to get these bars out.
In fact,
So,
let's get the man in right here.
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Scheme for being an MC.
Get him in.
Yeah.
Being a motherfucking MC.
Right.
Battle Cali Boy was a fucking dick because I know he was good. We agreed on 1 3-minute round. I went first. I did 3 minutes. He did like 80 minutes. He did like his whole mixtape. So shout out to that one little angle you do. I guess that's the best way to beat me is rap twice as long. But he did his thing. That shit was good. That was not what I seen from him. So I'm pretty sure he might have used some special shit that he didn't want to use, but hey, it got him $200 out the situation, so
Right.
I fuck with it. But my shit was crafted for somebody totally different who asked for the chance to get put on this card and then
Right.
didn't show up to the card.
Unacceptable.
Which one, either he saw my battle and said, fuck that, I ain't gonna win anyways,
Right.
or one of the other baby mama check excuses or whatnot.
That's
And
that fuckery.
It really don't matter.
That's
I
that
don't,
fuckery,
I
man.
don't see any other excuse unless he's like, oh yeah, I got caught up in the county. Alright.
No, anyway.
Yeah.
Scheme went first. He had the crowd hype. John, Norbs, Sideboy, they was loving this man. They didn't know what to expect from him. They never seen him, never heard of him. And once he opened his mouth, the crowd, he livened up the event, and it was great. And he did his thing. It was the best he ever performed. And then after that, Cali Boy Smooth went, and he stepped his shit up because the only way to get out of that pressure cooker that Scheme had him in was to actually blow the fucking lid off of that pressure cooker and come out and put him in the pressure cooker. And that's probably what happened. You know, shout out to Cali Boy. He came with the best performance of his life. They both did the best they ever done. So it's a win-win for the fans. So that was a good one. That was one of my favorite battles of the night. Next up, we have another one of those. Another battle of the night was the Kid Domes versus Sire Boy. Shout out Sire Boy, cool dude, real nigga right there.
Yeah, Cyboy brought his fucking shit with him.
Yeah.
He packed his bags, packed all his rhyme books in there, came out here and tried to take Dome's head off. And
yeah.
Dome wasn't having that. He said, fuck no.
Right.
As a change of pace, like everybody's used to Domes coming with some like jokes,
Right.
you know, bringing the jokes, being funny, you know, kind of comedic.
Not this time.
This was real MC Domes. The Domes that came through and just was giving bar after bar after bar. He took a note from Danny and just tried to bar his head off.
Right.
You know, he told him, he was like, you see what he got? You know, bring your best shit. There wasn't hardly any jokes in here. It was mostly just Domes trying to take this kid's head off.
Shout out to Domes for taking my advice on that battle. You know what I'm saying? I told him straight up, like, yo, you got to bar this man to death. Don't come in there joking with Cyboy because he's not joking with you. And he took that to heart. He went home, thought about it, and came with a whole different angle than he normally does. And he put on the performance of his lifetime.
And he took a different angle at all 3 rounds.
Right.
Like, he did not stick to one thing. He just was going in on them all different ways.
Right.
I actually had this one. Man, I want to say 2-1 because Cyboy was so good, but I would say 3-0, but all edges. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't I don't think it was a body bag, but Domes, it was just seemed like his best performance ever to Cyboy, who was better than normal. And I don't know if it was just could you say home field? I don't think it was home field because he just had the whole crowd pumping.
Right.
Like, the house was rocking. Like, everybody was...
Domes came out with an awesome first round. He went first. And then Cyboy came with a fucking retarded first round and took the round. Like, you know, Cyboy was on defense. You know, Domes came with some shit and put Cyboy in a pressure cooker. He got out of it. And he took that first round. The next 2 rounds, they both were saying some incredible shit. I love Cy's energy, his performance, the way he puts his shit together. Real creative writing. But Domes, just in those next 2 rounds, had more crowd-stopping bars where he'd spit some shit and the crowd would have to, they went so crazy, we had to calm him down before he could continue rapping. And he had more of those moments than Cyborg did. So we kind of swayed those, edged those 2 rounds to Domes. I got it 2-1 Domes, very close. And still a classic battle, very entertaining. Bars from both of them, all 3 rounds. There was no dull moments in this battle.
Nope.
Definitely one you guys want to watch when it drops.
Going to the next shit, which was one of the last battles. Let me see, Danny, get the hell out of here. Let me get somebody else over here. It's Danny versus John John.
I'm about to throw my hat on this one.
I'll leave it straight. Danny versus John John. It was set up. It was set up by those 2 battles before, which I consider 2 of the best battles I've ever recorded. Danny versus John John. Danny went first. Danny went first, right?
Right.
Yep.
Danny went first. Started barring this cat to death. John John, I would say he fought back in that first. I gave Danny the first, gave Danny the second. In the third, I was expecting John John to come with some crazy ass shit, but there was so much bar spit that night. He actually had wrote a bar that was the same that Dome spit just in the battle before, and I think it kind of fucked him up because it threw his whole swag off, like, because what he was used to doing, he spit a bar that was like, shoot you at your birthday.
Hey, no. My favorite part in the battle was when he said he didn't hear about my multiple choice, and everybody said, "Oh no, I'm doing it." That was my favorite part.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it.
So
he didn't do that. But his first and the second rounds were the best ones. He dropped that multiple choice.
Yeah, he
fake in the second.
It seemed like he was gonna do it, and then he didn't do it.
Yeah.
He almost got booed for almost doing
it.
Yeah.
He almost got booed for almost doing it. So.
And then his third round, I think that line, having that Death Wish line, kind of messed it up. And then after that, he just kind of cut his round short. But I
almost choked.
Yeah, almost choked. So I have it. Danny in the one, Edge Danny in the first, Edge Danny in the second. Third round, I have Danny just beating him horribly because that was Danny's best round. What do you have it?
Y'all already know I got him 3-0.
3-0. So we got 3-0. He almost choked. There was some tryout battles. I mean, not tryout battles. A couple extra battles. Genie's opponent didn't show up. Mass Production was supposed to battle Rule. He got locked up. So Genie and Mass Production battled each other in a one-off. I had Genie taking that one. A22 battled Cass.
I only seen my head for that.
A22 brought his bars this time. He didn't fall off. He kept it going the entire time. Gave his best performance. Cass just has this crowd presence that I think is really good. So I gave it to Cass in that one.
I gave it to A22.
A22 for bars. It wasn't too far apart. A22 got his bars off pretty clean. He actually had Danny spit a horror movie scheme in his John John battle, and it was crazy because he wrote one that was very similar. Then they'd never heard each other's rounds before, so it was pretty crazy because that happened twice that night. After that, Crimson battled Fats' guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Like EB or UB?
I forgot.
I had it was like a freestyle battle. I had Fats' boy winning it because his third round was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so everybody clears out. Everybody goes home. We're chilling. We got some drink.
I gotta get it. You talking about the QP battle?
I'm talking about the QP battle.
All right. QP and Sonic Sound Wavy. It's QP from the Suns. Okay.
Window.
Yeah. Shout out QP. Shout out Sonic Sound Wavies. They battled. After the event's already over, mind you. Everyone's asleep. These guys, I get a call like 3:30 in the morning. OD's like, yo, QP and Sonic Sound Wavies just got in town and they about to battle right now. So I was like, fuck it. I want to see this shit. So the whole time I was telling myself, and I was telling myself and my friends for a month before this shit even happened, I said, QP is going to bar Sonic Sound Wavies to death. Because I know he's smart, he's creative, brilliant writer.
Sonic Sound Wavies just lost to DZK.
And Sonic Sound Wavies just had a horrible performance against DZK. And I was
DZK's best performance yet.
I said Sonic's going to get killed. And So they did a 1 round, unlimited. QP went in. He went the fuck in, and I'm going crazy. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga is killing something. And I already knew that was gonna happen. But then,
The sky is dark.
And then when you close your eyes.
And then we got back from commercial break. That's what happens when cars fill up. But fuck it. What happened at that QB battle?
like I said, QP was barring Sonic's head off. He was doing the shit that he does, that innuendo shit. You know, that trademark style he does. And I'm going crazy. And I was like, yo, this was expected. You know, I thought, you know, Sonic was just going to say, you know, whatever. Because after the DZK battle, I didn't expect much from him. Like I said, the sky's darkened.
This guy's bright because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning now.
Yeah, something happened. I don't know what happened, but
Milk happened. Milk. Milk.
Sonic started spitting, and he started off kind of rapping like QP. He took his style and flipped it on him and did it damn near better than him. You know, but mixed it with some real shit, and then he went into this where he used like the craziest words out of dictionary.
He's scientific. He sounded like a science professor.
I've never seen nothing like it. It was one of the greatest performances I've ever seen in battle rap history. Sonic Soundwave is outbarred and destroyed QP. That's just my breakdown. That's my opinion.
I can't even pronounce most of those words, but I know my IQ went up like 4 points.
Right, I don't know what he was saying. I don't know what he was saying. Honestly, I don't know what he's saying, but it sounded good and it was crazy. In fact, I walked away. It was so crazy, I left the battle because he was still rapping. I left mid-battle. That's how crazy it was. I didn't want to hear anymore. It was that. That's what it was.
That's what it was. That was the whole event.
All right, now the shut the fuck up segment.
Oh yeah.
We call this STFU.
Shut the fuck up segment.
All right.
Give it to him, Danny.
Well, you know, I know every rapper got their little tagline.
Yikes!
You know, I do the yikes, you know what I'm saying, and you know, whatever you may have. But this girl, when you do the, hey, it's so and so, your girlfriend's favorite rapper, your girlfriend's favorite DJ, I just fucked your girl last night. Shut the fuck up. No more. Let's not do that no more. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, the league as far as a whole, we kind of have bad battles sometimes. And somebody's got to say something about this. And that'll be me. Ahat has a kind of a black eye as far as some bad battles, and we get a lot of backlash for this. But it's deserved. It's well deserved. There was a battle that I seen. Should I mention the name? Should I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I seen BC versus Michael White. Shout out, Ahat, Texas.
Fuck with y'all.
Big Creek, Core.
Those some real MCs right
We
there.
fuck with y'all.
MCs right there.
We fuck with y'all. Michael White has a style that it's original.
Yeah.
I can't take that from him. It's original. It's crazy. Some people like it, but in this like how should I say it? In that setting, in a battle rap, that is not the correct setting for that style. That's just my preference. I mean, I'm just saying, like, BC did his thing. BC does what he does. He comes with bars, and I respect his bar game. That's what he's gonna give you. But whatever Michael White was doing, I did not. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I think Michael White. I watched some of his blogs. I mean, some of them are funny. You know, they're up there.
And that's not to take away from the man's originality.
Yeah, he is completely original. But sometimes he just way over the top. This is
a rap battle. If that's your way of battling, like, you're not gonna win battles like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring bars. People want to hear bars, even jokes or schemes or some type of, but whatever it is you was doing. I mean, if you just look at the comments, and these are the type of battles why we get, backlash. And
I think he's good. He just not in that one. He was just completely over the top and took it to a point where it wasn't.
yeah, it kind of like you just don't want to watch.
It
It's
looked
not
like-
a battle that you probably want to watch again.
it won't have
what I
no
mean?
replay value. It'd be like, shut this shit off. I
And
can't
y'all,
watch it.
might think, oh, Danny and them, fuck them, y'all some haters and all. No, we're not saying that, man. We just want Ahat to bring only the best quality battles we possibly can. That's all I'm
And the
saying.
thing is,
If I got a whack battle, which will never happen, but if I got a whack battle and I'm whack, the OD, Big Creed, Big Menace,
You go
don't
on the real
load
OD
my
channel.
shit up. Right. Don't load me up. If I come whack and retarded, don't load it up. Never put it out. Because I'd rather you not put it out and people be like, hey, whatever happened to that Danny battle, than for you to put it out and people be like, yo, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So we only want to bring quality.
The thing is, it was unfair to BC because he did his
Right,
fucking thing.
right.
Man. He did his thing. You
That
know
type
what
of shit there takes away from BC's performance because it's like, oh, well, BC did his thing, but, the opponent he went against, it kind of was a total clash of styles, and it just kind of was a bad battle. It kind of was a bad look. I mean, we might get backlash, but like I said, somebody's got to say something about it, and that'll be me.
I mean, yeah.